Hey everybody, it's Kate. How are you? I want to thank you for taking the time to take a peek at this presentation. This was presented at yesterday morning sales meeting, and it's just in preparation of our new year coming around the corner. So last year, I don't know if you remembered, I had a quote from Jim Rohn that said, "Don't wish that it were easier, wish that you were better." And that was kind of our goal for 2016. So for 2017, I want to use a quote from John Wooden that says, "The best competition I have is against myself to become better." So I want to make the year 2017 the year of you. And as such, I'm going to be infusing you with different kinds of training opportunities and learning opportunities around a couple of thoughts. One is perfectly imperfect. I don't want us to wait until we think we're perfect in order to try something new or to do something. And I also think that if you look at that little drawing where it says your comfort zone and then where the magic happens, I think our magic happens outside of our comfort zone. And so our goal is to be outside of that comfort zone and into our growth zone. We're looking for magic. And the last one is flossom. So for many years I've been saying be awesome, and then I heard this word flossom, and the definition is an individual who embraces their flaws and knows they're awesome regardless. And I just want to say I think that we're all flossomly awesome. So as I was thinking of how to set the tone for this training, I thought of the poem that I wrote for the Christmas party this year, and I just thought I'd share it, and you can read along with me. Some people believe realtors are in it all for the money. When you hear what we do, well, actually, that's funny. Here are a few stories from behind the scenes, your highlights of what being a boldie means. One client's house was still full the day it was to close, and one bold call later, we moved furniture, cash, and fur coats. We brought Christmas to a family who lost their house and dad that week. We even pitched in to help honor his wake. We watched, we saw, it was just our bad luck. Our clients still sleeping in bed, and others getting busy in the truck. Yellow Speedo with a smiley face. A dead mouse, the only one. A naked man sleeping in the recliner. Doesn't this all sound like fun? We hear yelling, crying, silence, and laughter. We hang in there because we know they'll be wonderful after. We do not make it easy. Our kids say, "No, that's not for me." And we think we are lucky to be part of the Bold family. What is it like being married to one of our team? You are our sign people, movers, and you let us blow off steam. You have watched as we've mastered extended trips to the loo to check our cell phones and return a message or two. Together we endured family heartbreaks, divorce, replaced hips, broken bones, motorcycle accidents, bankruptcy, but we are never alone. Happy things too, like office tops, babies and wedding dates. As we achieve and thrive, we all celebrate. We increased our goal and we've had a strong year. We topped it off with a contest, and I think we'll be in the clear. We watched our new companies blossom, Agent Rising and BBM. It's exciting to watch what is to become of them. We have the best peeps, Jake, Jeff, and Elise at RMS. As a boldie bundle, we deliver the best. We are one team, kind of connected through Bold Kate. What does this mean to you? Well, let me elaborate. There's a saying, don't listen to them, just watch what they do. I am in so much trouble because here's what I mean to you. The gym equipment in the office, the cartwheel split, chasing those butterflies, and being braless, always a hit. For 10 years, we have been connected so tight. How lucky we are to have each other tonight. Boldies and families, let's celebrate our first 10 years. An enormous collection of laughter and maybe a few tears. And in these pictures, there's a picture of the new Boldies that could attend, and then a picture of all of us together. And I think that's pretty spectacular. It was a lovely night. Okay, so how do we take this to the next level? And we're finishing an exciting year, and we don't know what our results are yet, but I'm pretty sure we're going to hit our goals. I don't know what our goals will be for next year. We need to kind of finish this year. So that will be part 2 of our Boldie business plan. However, before you pay your dues, I just really need to communicate with you that we're all on the same plan for our Bold Pros, okay? So our culture is something that we do day in and day out. And what is our culture? And is our culture our strategic differentiation? I believe it is. So as such, when we were in 2016, we had a 2015, we had a strategic plan. And part of that strategic plan talked about being excellent and having a strategic differentiation and being awesome and being a bold pro. Okay, so kind of enhancing our professionalism so that truly we are the best that we can be and that we're the best out there. So in keeping with that, and also in response to how very complicated real estate is becoming, I just kind of wanted to touch base about what I need from you. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Monday morning sales meeting. And that is where we get together and we share our ahas and our highlights and what we've learned that week. And the thing that stands out to me every week is how people who have been in this business for years that practice full time are still learning things. And also how something that happened one week in one transaction can be completely different in somebody else's transaction. And you know what, quite frankly, that scares me a little bit, because how do you, if you are not staying on top of things, if you are not touching base with us, how are you ever going to know these things? And I can say that Denise, Sarah, and I talked about this and about some of the questions we get and some of the phone calls we get. And we say we covered that in a sales meeting. And the people are like, well, I didn't know, I didn't go. And, so that's not going to be okay anymore. So we are requiring a mandatory knowledge base, which means the information that we've covered at our sales meeting and the information that we provide for you and the training that we make available to you and exciting stuff. We will have it online this year so that we can all have a knowledge base. And if you cannot make that sales meeting in the morning, there'll be one of 2 ways that you can connect with us on that or learn it. The first is that we will live stream it and you can watch it on the Facebook Boldies group. So that's a secret group that only we are part of. And so that will be where we will post the actual meeting itself. The other way is you can visit boldrealtors.com, which is a website dedicated to you that has all sorts of information and resources for you. And under it, in the protected area, is the sales meeting review. So you can search it and you can plug in the password, and you can read the review, and most of the time that will also have the live stream there also. Okay, so 2 really good ways to know about it. And we'll be looking for a level of accountability on this. So we will be verifying via an email after that you had the ability to touch base and learn the information that we covered. So we'll be sending out an email and you will be letting us know how you followed up, okay? And I just want you to know, I know who goes to the Facebook Live group, and I know who watches, and I know how long you watch for, and I can tell who goes to the website, and I can see what you've done on the website. So back to our culture. Like, if you don't want to do this, then just say you don't want to do it, okay? And we'll figure out a way to work together. But this is what's going to be needed to be out there practicing under the Bold Moves Real Estate umbrella, because, as I said, it's just getting scary out there. So there are other ways that you can practice, okay? So if this is not possible or if this is not acceptable, we are creating a couple of other ways for you to practice real estate. And one is called client procurement or a referral program. Okay, and so the highlights of this are you can have either an active or an inactive license. And the difference of those licenses is that you either, so you renew and you pay your, $150 or whatever it is to renew every 2 years on your birthday. And you either check the box that you did your continuing eds or you don't check the box that you didn't do your continuing eds. And so either way, that will decide whether you're an active or an inactive agent, okay? You do not have to be a realtor in order to be a referral partner. And you don't have to have your access to your MLS, okay? You actually don't have access to the MLS of your own. And what you will receive is 25% of the side commission that you earn. So if you send us a listing or somebody who's listing their house, you would get 25% of the listing side of the commission. And then if it was on the buy side, you had a buyer's agent, a buyer that you sent to a buyer's agent, it would be 25% of the buy side. And your referrals will go through the managers. So that's Denise or Sarah, okay? And from there, they will disperse it. They will talk with you if there's somebody who you want to work with or whatever, but it goes through them. And they're going to make sure that all the steps are in place to make sure that it's a smooth transition and a smooth transaction. The other option is, we've never really formally done teams before, but teams are always an option. And you may explore the option of that way you can be more involved than just handing off the referral. You can have some sort of contact with the clients with less responsibility. Again, teams must work with a manager to help sort out the specifics. There's some, you really can't wing being on a team. So a team is something that's a little bit more gel and a little bit more in place, and there's really specific roles and functions. And some may require you being a realtor and some may not. So that's also an option for you. So we want to make sure that we are delivering the best information to help you. Okay, so we want to help you shine. And Boldopoly is something we've been working on for a little over a year, and it involves bold training. And right now, if you want to get more involved, we would love that. If there's a specialization or a specialty that you can offer a group, we would love to get you on the Boldopoly board. And I can tell you right now, it's not a huge investment of time for you, but you'll be forever memorialized on your Boldopoly board. And it involves some video, some slides, and some live training, something similar to what we're doing right now. The other thing is we are formalizing a pay it forward, and it's a percentage of all of our net sales go to a fund for us to contribute to our community. And the committee fields requests and decides on disbursement of funds. And right now, Candido heads this initiative, as he was the one that threw the challenge out to me. So that's one way to follow up on this. In our meeting yesterday, people also said, well, we need to be more formally involved in committees and also in our communities. So not even just money, but bodies. So as we're putting together our RASM committees, we will be reaching out to you guys, hoping that you can get involved, and also some other things like Mercy Meals and other community events and committees that you can get involved in, so that our bodies are out there also. So great idea. So far, who have we helped? The Mattapoisett Bike Path, the Mattapoisett Lions Triathlon, Chloe Strong, the Alzheimer's Association, I think it is, Women's Fund for the Tiara Race, ORYF Cheer, and we have a couple new requests. One is ORR Turf, and there was another one yesterday also. Can't remember, but I will update this as soon as I get that. Okay, so there'll be changes in our bonus also. So one of the things that we're doing is I'm sunsetting me rewarding you in dollars for the Bold Day Challenge. I started thinking I was a little bit crazy. I mean, the whole idea about gratitude marketing and appreciation marketing is that you find this spot of gratitude, and you realize through expressing your gratitude that you've grown your business organically, and it feels good. And it just felt wrong that I was paying you basically to write thank you notes, and paying for your cards, and paying to send them out, and then paying you in your bonus after. And it just, it didn't make sense. I will, however, be giving you Boldie Bucks, as part of the Bold Day Challenge rewards. And those Boldie Bucks can be used to purchase different items that we have for swag, whether it's a hoodie or a jacket or the branded wine bottles or whatever. There's a whole bunch of things that you can. And we will also be determining how we're going to create our bonus, our team bonus for the year. Because if you remember, part of our thing is team performance. While this is a very individual sport at times, we also want to make sure that we are honoring our team. So that will be coming up in part 2. I just wanted to kind of cover that. And some new training that we'll be incorporating. One of my big things is my personal initiative is that I'm training and motivating on this being the year of you, and really figuring out, through an authentic branding 21-day e-course or Web Wednesdays where you come in and we help with the working on the web, or video training twice a month. We're really going to figure out how to make this the year of you and how to overcome some of those obstacles or things that have been in your path that you haven't quite mastered yet. We will also be formalizing our continuing education calendar. So if there's a request that you're looking for, please let me know. Our online continuing ed, I'm going to be taking each of the continuing eds that we do on that last Monday of the month, and I'm going to be making it into an online course as well. Again, expansion of Boldopoly, and also we're going to be doing online pre-licensing this year. So keep an eye out for some of those people who you think might be interested in it as well. So goals. We ran a brainstorming yesterday, and here are some of the things that your peeps came up with. Training for first-time homebuyers, FHA, lead generation techniques, social media, Twitter, better recruiting for seasoned agents, better onboarding for new agents, touch point management for existing clients, and board involvement. So those are some of the things that we brainstormed on. So again, this will be addressed in that second piece. Again, formal format for newbies, like just almost like any question that's asked, we will have on our website. This question was asked, this how we answered it. Phone system, see if we can figure out a better phone system for checking messages, town-specific uniqueness and quirks about the town. Again, if we're community experts, we want to have these kind of things out there. And then taking advantage of some of the memberships that we have. Okay, so that is our 2017. So I'm going to just do a quick look back on the 2016 business plan. The first was our policy manual, which we have tightened it down, and that's going to be available online with click-throughs. So we've taken it from like 60 pages to like 17 pages, and that is located on your Bold Realtors. We will be featuring that more so that we are really on the same page, and that it really does reflect, what our policies are. Our big policies is our perks, which is your performance as a team, your year-end bonus, education enrichment. Again, anything designations or certifications, there's a scholarship for you available. Residuals, if there's somebody who you refer, again, back to that seasoned agents recruiting kind of thing, there's a benefit for you. Your commissions, again, we changed that. We made your tiers more accessible last year, and I think that was really well received. And then support from management and marketing. And I think that we have done that, and we are continuing to do so. We talked about what the performance of a team was, and definitely talked about the different ways of that team bonus. And again, for 2017, we will be tweaking that and refining it for what we want to do. We talked about the Bold Day Challenge last year. I spoke of those benefits of your challenge and what it means, and we again follow the same pattern that those who are the highest performers are definitely those who practice the most gratitude marketing. And the Bold Day Challenge, again, a reminder, what is the Bold Day Challenge and what constitutes entry into the Bold Day Challenge? It's one note a day. Of those notes, you do them 80% of the time, okay? The note is handwritten, preferably a branded note, must have a special strategic message. So bulk Thanksgiving cards, bulk Christmas cards do not count for your Bold Day Challenge unless you actually write a special message inside them and you create that strategic message that person really knows that you're talking about them to them. Must be tracked with address and special message reference. So it has to go on your tracker and added to your database. So that is what goes onto your BDC. Again, we elaborated and enhanced our one CEO a month. We offered the broker course, which several people took part in. We had designations people got their designations, and we had other training on a monthly basis. So residuals, again, it's you sponsor them, you're a team player to them, you advocate for them, and you're a role model for them. You get a $500 bonus on their first transaction, and you also get 1% of their commission for the perpetuity of both of you being Boldies. So these are some examples of stars that we covered. commissions, again, here's the tier for your reference. And down here on the bottom, and it cut off, I don't know if it's on the next page, is that 5% marketing or excellence fee that we incorporated that I think was a huge success. You know, our mindset adjustment was, you know, that we were going to try to create metrics based on volume as well. And I gotta be honest, we kind of fell off the boat on that. We may throw that back into 2017. The excellence allowance, okay, so that's 5% on each transaction. And so it ended up being about a couple $100 of the commission that came in went to these excellence fees. And I think that we had huge success. I believe that, you know, once we all settled in, we realized what a huge benefit this was for all of us. And again, this just talks about the different marketing things that we have for you. You can take a look and you can read through at your leisure, so you can pause this if you want to look a little deeper. Again, some of the things that your managers do for you and what your marketing does for you. And we are here for you, and we want to make Boldies the best ever. Okay, our strategic differentiation. Some of the things that we do, we celebrate birthdays, tops and sales listings in the Bold Day Challenge, special services, we catch you doing things right. We follow reviews and feedback systems and press releases and for standard times and social media. So we've really increased to that, and I think that we can even do better. So hopefully we have some great new ideas for 2017. Our circle of trust, our affiliate team, that's Winslow and Associates. So Jake and Jeff and Pam is their paralegal, and Melissa, who's here sometimes on the weekends, RMS, Elise Bear, Beyond Bold Media, who's been supporting you, and Laura Severino for your staging, and she's been incredible this year. So you've got some great support. Again, we talked about teams last year, and there have been no formal teams. But what they, you know, one of the things about a team, one of the benefits is that idea of only do what only you can do, and making sure that you have coverage, and that, you know, our programs are system specific, not person specific. So again, you can review that if it's something that you are interested in. For you experienced realtors who are having trouble fitting everything in, I highly suggest a mentor-mentee relationship or arrangement with some of the newer people. We've got some great talent. The cons to a team, you have to split the money. Sometimes your client doesn't know who their master is, so it's important that you have great communication, and things can fall through the cracks if tasks are not specifically broken down. Okay, share the paperwork. Again, we've talked about clouding, and I can say it continues to get better, but we are not there yet. And it's just so significant that we talk about clouding your paperwork as it comes along, not at the end when you want to get paid. Oops. Okay, sorry about that. So the Boldie difference, again, remember our policies, take care of yourself. So again, sometimes we're tempted to look to see what somebody else is doing, and that just is not a productive and awesome way of thinking. Do not discuss with others your transactions, okay? We have to follow that agency fiduciary relationship that we strive to maintain. It's actually the law, you know? If you're working as a team, you have the shared documents in place prior to taking the listing, and you submit that to your managers. If you have any questions or complaints, please bring them to a manager. You know, one of the things that is poison is if you have a challenge and you go to somebody else and you guys have that backroom chit chat. You know, it's not productive. It's not a winner mindset. It's not what we want to be, okay? It's not what we want to do. So please, I urge you to reconsider if that's your MO, okay? I think that this is not how we operate, but I just want to reiterate that it's important that we don't. And again, when in doubt, don't. It's not appropriate to discuss with other Boldies, not your commission, not your transactions, not your communication that you have confidentiality cloak on. Again, you can disagree, but don't be disagreeable. Bring it through the proper channels. If there's a variation from a policy of a 5% commission, you must bring it to the broker or the managers. And again, I always stay upstairs. I say upstairs is sunshine, light, positivity, and productivity. Downstairs is gossip, blaming, sabotaging, you know, complicating. Let's do our best job, and let's make our place a place that people want to come in and they want to feel that they are home, okay? Again, we did our peer SWOT analysis. This is 2015 we did it, and it talked about our strengths and weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and your team worked hard at it. Some of the things that we talked about, I'm not going to go through all of these, so you can take a look at them. Hopefully the things that were weaknesses and the things that were threats we have taken care of and we are working on. And again, it takes all of us. This truly takes a village. And I know that so many people have so many things pulling them. This is serious though, because you are taking someone's most important financial instrument. It's something that's extremely important to them. They are not a number. They are not a job. Okay, they're people. And I say this, and I can tell you that I have been moved and impressed and just amazed by how you people have taken care of people this year and truly internalized that we are servants and that we've helped people. And I wish I could share with you what I know, but I'm going to follow my cloak of confidentiality. And I just want to say that you are some of the most amazing individuals that are on this planet. So I'm going to finish reading that last quote from last year. And again, it's just a reminder, I think that we achieved our better. So don't wish it was easier. Wish that you were better. Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills. Don't wish for less challenges. Wish for more wisdom. The major value in life is not what you get. The major value in life is what you become. Success is not to be pursued. It is to be attracted by the person you become. And that is Jim Rohn. And I think that you have all shown me over and over again. So 2017 is the year of you. My commitment to you and my promise to you is I will help you become the best that you can be in the way that you want to be it, following your authentic brand, following your strengths and your passions and your desires, and making this an amazing year for all of us. So this is Kate saying goodbye and thank you. Make it a bold day. Be bold, be awesome, be you.